Hey everybody, welcome back to Prescription Bourbon. I'm DMC from Louisville, Kentucky. Today I'm doing a review of Old Louisville Whiskey Company, the Kentucky Series, 8-year straight bourbon whiskey. Alright, I've already got this bottle open, got my glass poured. Let me give you some stats on it real quick though. So this comes from the Old Louisville Whiskey Company, but this is actually distilled and aged by Bardstown Bourbon Company in Bardstown. So being 8 years old is pretty exciting because just 2 years ago they started releasing their Origin series, which was 6 years old. So obviously this is 8 years old. 2 years later, I think this is some of their oldest distillate they have. First people that have released this. So this is 100 proof. As I said, it's 8 years old. List the mash bill on here: 78% corn, 10% rye, 12% malted barley. So a classic mash bill, and it is bottled and distributed by Old Louisville Whiskey Company. But yeah, some exciting stuff. Now they've made this the Kentucky Series. You see this blue Y on the front. They actually have the Kentucky spelled out, the letters, Kentucky, and you can collect them. So it's kind of like the Blanton's letters or such things like that. The back of the bottle actually shows which bottle you have there. So there's 2 Ks, and it actually tells you on the back whether you got the first K or the second K. So they are different. You can collect all 8, or just get the ones you want. So this was released just last month, either during or right before the Kentucky Bourbon Festival in Bardstown. So it's just been out for about a month. I'm not sure how long this is going to be available. I heard rumor at the Bourbon on the Banks that the series will probably continue, but they might change the whiskey that's in it over time. So this 8-year-old Bardstown Bourbon Company that's in it, this first go-round may not be in there forever, so keep that in mind. All right, let's go in and give this a nose and a taste. All right, it's pleasant on the nose. A little bit of vanilla, a little bit of sweetness and oak, so nice and pleasant. The color on it is nice too. It's I'd say a little bit above normal medium amber, so quick taste. Cheers. All right, definitely is sweet on the front of the tongue. Has some good peppery spiciness there in the back of the tongue. Nice and warm, 100 proof sip, so not hot or anything like that. Medium low mouthfeel, not very thick or anything, not crazy thin. The spice lingers, so the finish is lingering, so the sweetness goes away, but the spiciness is hanging around, so it's a nice medium finish with spiciness. And along with that sweetness up front, I did get a little bit of baking spices there that led into that spiciness. So yeah, nice pleasant nose, nice pleasant sip. Yeah, not bad. I think price on these varies around, but I think they're around that $60 price point. Might be able to find them a little cheaper than that. Might be a little more than that. I saw one place online that you could only buy it if you bought the entire set, so all 8 bottles, which seemed a little crazy. But like I say, they are supposedly be collectible, so we'll see. All right, I'm enjoying it. I think it's interesting to see how the Bardstown Bourbon Company distillate is coming along. I think this is a nice indicator. Like I say, it's a nice nose, enjoyable sip. So good things are still coming. All right, I hope you liked what you saw here. Hit that like button, hit subscribe, leave some comments down below. It really helps the channel. If you tried this, seen this, tried any of the Origin releases from Bardstown Bourbon Company, or any other releases from Old Louisville Whiskey Company. So they're not distilling, as far as I know. They're a non-distilling producer, though. So I think they're buying barrels from various places. They do have some single barrels out there, some older stuff. I know some of their bottles are a little bit more expensive, maybe up closer to the $200, $150, $200 range. So this is kind of, I think, their low-end offering that they're getting in the market with. So exciting stuff. Everybody, remember, all bourbon is whiskey, but all whiskey is not bourbon. The best bourbon comes from Kentucky. Cheers.